what it was. Y'all know who it is. And y'all tuned in with Priceless Knowledge of Self. And I figured I'd put y'all down with a little more cosmic insight for the day. And say, man, it's still Tuesday, so we gonna stay neck deep off in this Jupiter series. And this time, this gonna be a little something about those people that have Jupiter and Capricorn in their natal chart. But before I even go there, I'm gonna work your nerves first, because I'm gonna bring y'all a little information about Jupiter in astrology, and I'm also give y'all a little information about the sign of Capricorn in astrology. So with that being said, ain't nothing to it but to do it, huh? What's Jupiter? Jupiter is the planet of luck, and I also like to call it the thinking man's planet. That's because it rules over higher learning, and it gives us a yin for exploring ideas both intellectually and spiritually, man. And Jupiter rules the sign of Sagittarius and the 9th house of the zodiac chart, and to a way smaller degree, the sign of Pisces and the 12th house of the zodiac chart. And intellectually speaking, Jupiter helps us in formulating our ideology, and in a more spiritual sense, Jupiter lords over religion and philosophy. This planet concerns itself with long distance travel, ethical and moral values, and our sense of optimism. Luck and good fortune are going to come wherever Jupiter shows up in the chart, and also wherever you employ the characteristics of whatever sign that it's in. It's the most kind and benevolent energy that there is, and it wants us to flourish in the most positive ways. But at the same time, there can always be too much of a good thing when Jupiter is involved. So we always got to be mindful of complacency and overindulgence, and assuming that we have everything under control, because Jupiter isn't about control. That's about Saturn, which comes next. Jupiter is about doing it big and enjoying yourself. So that's what it is. And so what's the sign of Capricorn? It ain't that. Capricorn is the 10th sign of the zodiac. It rules over the 10th house. It's ruled by the planet Saturn, and it lords over the knees. Its symbol is the goat, and its mantra is I use. And this is cardinal earth and big time daddy energy, y'all. Cause Capricorn, first and foremost, is about hard work, getting to the motherfucking mountaintop and being the motherfucking best, man. This is the absolute most ambitious and determined energy that there is. And whatever it wants, it's gonna get it. But it's also very much about taking the necessary steps that it takes to get there. I mean, by the book. And Capricorn is strictly business and never personal wherever it shows up in the chart. Capricorn energy is extremely practical and pragmatic, and can definitely come across as cold and calculated and even superbly stubborn. But with Capricorn, after all that hard work, man, the victories do sure smell sweet, man. And as I'll tell y'all, man, you got this goat that's eating sparsely as it heads to the top of the mountain. And as it gets there, from us down here, you're like, man, I bet he's lonely up there. But to him up there, he's like, man, this view is so amazing. So that's what you got to understand there. This is boss energy. I could say that. And so what happens when you're born with Jupiter and Capricorn in your natal chart? Well, it's interesting. It's quite interesting. Okay, so the first thing that you got to keep in mind about these particular individuals is that they are traditionalists in the best sense of the word, man. And they trust in the future because they know that they themselves will probably actively shape it. I can say that. They're the type to carefully plan out their steps, which can make them come across as a little uber conservative. And that's actually probably fairly accurate too, because the goat likes to conserve their time and talents for the shit that they want most in life. You understand? That's what I was saying a second ago. He's only eating sparsely on his way to the top. You understand? Their strength comes through the unwavering faith that their hard work and patience will ultimately lead them to achieving their goals. And it will. And if it's not just that, it's sheer determination and will. And, as the old adage goes, if you believe, then you can achieve. And These motherfuckers believe big time, especially in self. And they don't waste times on goals that are unrealistic or shit that only leads to flash in the pan success either. Because Cardinal Earth really needs to see its achievements. So they're often found in careers that take a lot of time to build and have big dog status in their community or field. And if you don't know what I mean by that, by big dog status, then that means is that they're the authority in their field or their community because everybody sees the hard work that they put in. And don't forget that this is Jupiter, so he comes with blessings. So if these people can hold themselves to their own astronomical standards, then they'll definitely excel and even find Jupiter's rewards there, which will probably be fiscal for them. And I know y'all love that. The key word for this placement is mastery and the blessings that come from having the perseverance to really be able to accomplish it, no matter how difficult the way to the top of the mountain may have been for you. And that's what Capricorn energy is kind of all about, period. And that's why I respect it and love it so much. On another note, though, in Sagittarius, Jupiter was at home and, it took great leaps of faith to expand the horizons and seek out active experiential adventures. And so when it moves into Capricorn, it signifies what we call the planet's fall, which kind of means that it's an awkward fit for it. Cause Jupiter's all about good luck and joy and expansion. And in Capricorn, he's going to have to sober the motherfucker up and get serious because growth has to come from well thought out plans rather than quick spontaneous impulses right here. On the real though, Capricorn Jupiter folks have a sort of quiet confidence that makes other people believe in them because instead of making reckless leaps, they really are the type that they take thoughtful steps and they make dreams a concrete reality. So in turn, they end up being very trusted, extremely trusted. They're the type of motherfuckers who say, show me the money before they ever even commit to a scheme. Cause if they do decide to commit, they're going to be the ones to step up to the plate and try that bitch home when the bases are loaded. This is what they do. They're clutch motherfuckers because they've conserved their energy and resources in order to strategically be clutch. And maybe a lot of us might need to take notice with that. You see, I have Mars in Capricorn, so I relate. These folks have to find faith through mastery of the physical plane, which is an immense challenge because the physical plane is actually the densest plane that there is. This one right here. And, it's going to have to come through their perseverance. And, they usually see fiscal abundance in the end. And who doesn't want that? I do. Bro, I got Jupiter in Pisces. I see spiritual blessings in the end. And hey, that's even greater. I know some of y'all might not agree, but I ain't tough. I'm full of love, and I know there's something beyond this material and physical shit. Okay? So, to sum it all up, man, Jupiter and Capricorns have been blessed with infinite amounts of patience, endurance, discipline, and real confidence and real power to create real shit. So they're the people who are genuinely able to take big dreams and put them into physical form. You understand? And Jupiter's generosity comes through for them through lessons of self-reliance. And although it might not be as sudden as most, when these two get together, they're able to make shit that is sustainable. And ain't shit wrong with that, I promise you. I want to see sustainable growth and sustainable abundance. And that's awesome. I don't want no quick flash in the pan, so I respect that. But my advice for y'all that do have Jupiter here is to make sure that we keep in mind that everybody's sense of what's real or even what's tangible is not the same. So let's make sure that we're not restricting anyone else from dreaming just because, you're still choosing to stay within the matrix. There's a thin line between keeping it real and being a hater. So let's keep that negativity to ourselves if we can, y'all. And understand that no matter where Jupiter is, no matter where Saturn is, no matter where your North or your South Node is, just because you build like that, it don't mean you have to build like that. You can leave the negativity alone, man. We're on a path for growth. There's been some priceless knowledge of self. If y'all fooling with me, please like, share, subscribe. If you're interested in any astrological readings whatsoever, you can either hit me up in the comments below or email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. And until next time, man, y'all keep it real. Tomorrow we're going to start a whole nother journey, or we might continue on a journey. Who knows what the fuck we going to do, because I ain't going to tell you. But I just want you to know that I love you, man. And I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all are everything to me, man. And the encouragement y'all give me is just helping me blossom on a daily basis. Holla at you.